Yes, I'm filming my August TBR 30 seconds after I finish my July wrap up because I'm comfortable, I'm in the mood to film, and I'm not changing. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I'm going to be doing my August TBR. If you guys follow my TBR, I think it's pretty obvious now that I tend to stray from my TBR quite aggressively. Today I am trying to set a definitive list of books that I need to read this month, mainly because these are mostly books that have kind of fallen through the cracks in other TBRs, so I want to read them before I forget about them. There's a mix of YA, nonfiction, fiction. What do they call? There's non-YA. Is there like adult or is it just fiction? I'm not really sure, but there's a good mix of stuff here. So yeah, let's just get right on into the video and find out what I'm reading in August. All right, so the first book that I'm reading, I'm so excited about this one. It's called Bad Blood: Secrets and Lies in a Silicon Valley Startup. This is by John Carey. Basically, this is an actual true story, first of all. So this is talking about this woman who is named, hold on, Elizabeth Holmes, and she was supposed to be everyone in Silicon Valley and everyone in the, not marketing, what is it? Stock world was convinced that this girl was going to be the next Steve Jobs, and she was slated to create this technology that was supposed to change the health world. Like, it was going to just completely upend and like solve so many issues, and it was supposed to be incredible. And it turned out that after all of these people invested all this money in it and all that kind of stuff, and there's just a lot of money and a lot of people involved in it, it was a complete fraud. Shit like that interests me so much. So when I saw this, I was 100% down to pick it up. I'm so excited to read it. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing a review on this, or not really a review, but if you guys were down for just a sit down discussion video on something like this. I know it's not YA or fiction, but if you guys were down to, or if you guys were interested in watching a video on a book like this, let me know, because I will be more than happy to film one. I just don't really know if that's what you guys want to see. So yeah, I'm definitely reading it. I'm very excited about it. It's a good time. The next book I'm reading is called An Ember in the Ashes. I have seen this all over BookTube. All over BookTube. I swear, I see this as much as I see, I don't want to say Sarah J. Maas, but this is probably the second most popular current book that I see that's kind of along those lines. I have no idea what it's about. I don't typically buy books that I have no idea I don't typically buy books that I have no idea about, if that makes sense. But I did that with Radio Silence and I really enjoyed it, so I thought, you know what, everyone likes this book, let's give it a go, let's try it. And I didn't realize how big it was going to be. And how many pages is it? It's probably not even that big. I am such a baby. It's nearly 440 pages. Okay. It's just a lot bigger than I expected, I guess you could say. I was expecting, books like these, when they look like this, they have one of these covers, it's usually like a 300-page book. This, I just don't really know what I'm getting into, and I'm kind of afraid, because if I don't like it, then I have to read the whole fucking thing. But I'm excited to read it and see what the hype is about, because I literally see this book everywhere, so yeah. The next book that I want to read is another one I think I've mentioned in a Books I'm Dying to Buy. I don't know if I actually updated you guys on it, but I did buy it, and it's called Sophia of Silicon Valley. It's about this girl named Sophia who essentially just is going into Silicon Valley, and she's learning the ropes on everything and realizing that this boys club there's a lot more layers to it than there are. It's alluding that there's going to be scandal and all that kind of stuff, so I'm very excited about it. Plus the cover is really pretty, so I really want to read this month, because I feel like this will be a better summer read than it will be in the fall. It probably doesn't make a difference, but I just want to read it in the summer. The next book I want to read is Here We Lie. This is by Paula Trek de Board. I've had this book for ages and I haven't read it yet. And every month I'm like, I'm going to read this book. And then I never do. But it sounds like something I'd be really interested in. It is, and I mean, that's why I bought it. But you know what I mean. I assume that I would read it a lot sooner. But it's about these two girls that were best friends, and then they go on a vacation to one of the girls' cottages, and they come back and everything has changed. Like, something crazy has happened. So it sounds like something right up my alley. I'm really excited about it, and I do think this is probably going to be better as a summer read. That's why I'm like, Casey, you're reading it this month. No ifs, ands, or buts. The next book that I want to read is All of This Is True. This is by Lygia Day Pen. I'm not even going to try. I'm really excited to read this book because somebody said it's like One of Us Is Lying, which is something I read earlier last year. Or no, technically I always get confused. I read it in like September. And for the most part, I did enjoy it. But there were areas where I was like, this story could be a lot better. And I mean, maybe this is the better version. For one, it's a lot longer. The cover is really cool. The only thing that makes me a little bit hesitant is it's one of those books where like, I don't know how to explain it. It stars like them like obsessing over a writer, which I don't know why, but books like that always kind of make me a bit apprehensive. I don't know if there's a definitive reason behind it. There's just something about it that just kind of turns me off from the book. But I decided I would give it a go with this one because I assume if there's any one of those books that features that kind of element to it that would still be good, would be something that has a storyline along the lines of One of Us Is Lying. So I'm hoping this is good. YA thrillers have really let me down this summer, so I'm going to give this one a go before the end of the summer and hopefully it turns out well. Okay, it turns out I thought I had an extra book that I wanted to read, but it turns out that is all. I think it's because I'm prepping because there are a couple books coming out in mid-August that I want to read, so I know that I don't want to put too big of a TBR on my list because there's going to be others being added throughout the month. But yeah, let me know what you guys have been planning on reading, what you guys have on your wish list. If you've read any of these, let me know your thoughts. And if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube, you can. I am on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads, which are all Casey Aonso as well. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications because YouTube is a bitch. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.